Hello everybody, and welcome back. Part 2 of the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt 2 Game Plus playthrough. Last episode was a lot of tutorial and cutscene. This episode is hopefully going to be more action-packed, let's say.
War is not exactly going our way.
We have a side.
The Northern Realms.
Radovid's realms, don't you mean? Temeria and Edirn are no more.
Radovid's pledged to restore the old borders, as soon as he wins the war.
Believe that?
Gotta believe something. It's what keeps us going.
Yeah, I don't believe that. And I don't think Vesemir does either. In this playthrough, by the way, I'm going to be going fairly slowly. As you probably noticed in the first part, I'm going to read things, I'm going to
Slower.
do most points of interest. Thought that cutscene was going to start sooner.
We going? Help me! Help!
It's a strong fucking animal. Or monster, I should say.
Has it gone?
Yeah. Come out.
Gods, that was close. I was sure I'd end up like my mare.
Provided you got lucky.
Your horse died quickly, but griffins like to toy with their prey. Eat it, alive, piece by piece.
Oh. You'd like a reward, I suppose.
You don't owe us anything. You were in need. We helped.
And they call witches heartless. Say they won't lift a finger without pay.
They also say mice are born of rotting straw. Back to the trail.
Like I said, leads to the main road and ends there, muddled.
You seek someone?
Yes, a woman. Medium height, long black hair. Seen anyone like that?
No. But there's an inn here in White Orchard. Sole one around. Gets its share of travelers. Perhaps you'll learn something there? Besides, the innkeep's my cousin. Tell her Bram sent you. She'll treat you like family.
Not a bad idea. Especially since that wound needs cleaning.
Beast barely grazed me. But sure, could use a good rye. Nice and cool, you know, straight from a cellar.
Let's go.
Straight away with this game, I do like the way that it kind of... It gives you non-meaningful choice, but somehow feels more meaningful. If you take the money, it doesn't tell you that his cousin's the one who runs that.
A griffin this close to the village? Strange.
My thoughts exactly. In the forest or the mountains, sure, but here? Near the main road.
Maybe it's the war. Corpses everywhere, the stench of blood, burnt flesh. Drives monsters crazy sometimes.
Men, too. We need to watch ourselves in White Orchard. And we should leave as soon as we learn anything.
Run, Roach.
Like he's prescient. Yes, but you only get told about his cousin running the inn if you don't accept the money.
Take it easy.
Which is a cool little... a choice that matters very early, but it's somewhat meaningless. Quite good, I like it.
What?
Take that down before there's trouble.
That is a coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now.
My arse it is.
Once again, very good at showing war-torn country. Or rather, post-war country. Conquered country.
What? Witches?
I'll not drink with Weaverlaw's freaks.
Beg your pardon for those thugs.
No need. We're used to it.
Folk are jumpy round here. Armies just passed through. Now a griffin's prowling about.
Already had the pleasure. Ran into your kinsman, Bram.
Bram? How is he?
Alive. Sends his regards.
Master Witchers. Food and drink on the house. What can I get you?
Oh, she actually gives you food and drink on the house. I never actually noticed that before. We'll go with this stuff first, I guess.
Pretty busy place you got.
Nations on the move. Some search for kin, others just want to get out of the way of the armies. They all need food, drink, and a night's rest in warmth.
So, war's been good for your trade?
Aye, so far. But it'd be best to know peace again. Times like these, you never know what tomorrow will bring.
There a contract on that griffin?
Nay, not at the moment. Used to be. Soon as a beast had built a nest nearby, the alderman would start a collection, or go to the Lord for help. Now the aldermen don't use the privy without asking the Black One's permission first. And seems they hanged the Lord. So no contract.
Shame. We might have done something, but not for free.
I know she has
Show me
Gwent
what you got
cards,
behind the
so
counter.
I have to buy all these. Because Gwent is the best side game in any place ever. Any place in any game ever. Sell her. Burn, I guess. Wait, she's not gonna buy back the chicken she just sold me? I guess it kind of makes sense. Any other? Sure. Huh. Actually, what if I got cat? My portrait. Again, if this letter, glamour, original figurine, so the gold stick of joy, which I'm not sure if intentionally they made that look like a dildo, but gold stick of joy. I'll put it down to Polish translation not being quite as good. It's supposed to be based off they won the joystick trophy. What's it called? I can't remember, but there's some video gaming trophy. It's called like the joystick of the year or something. Which is what that's based off, but it just looks like a straight up sex toy. And my shield. Sweet. Do I need alcohol? Probably not. Probably fine. Don't buy any of this shit. Buy any of this shit. Okay.
Looking for a woman. Raven-haired, violet eyes, dresses in black and white. Riding in from Willoughby. And, strange as it sounds, lilac and gooseberries might have smelled that.
I've not seen nor smelt such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially hard to forget this one.
Plenty of travellers about, though. Folk from all over. Might be worth your while to ask after her.
Thanks. For everything.
Gaunter staring at us in the background. That's not the least bit unsettling at all.
Help you bandage that up?
Please, I'm not decrepit yet.
Then I'll ask about Yennefer.
Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
Alright, time to immediately draw attention by acting this guy.
Out measuring the fields.
Let him measure.
I mean, he says I'm not decrepit yet, but even if you're not decrepit, bandaging your own shoulder must be difficult, right? I would have thought so.
Parcel out their patrimony. Give it to their own.
I'm looking for someone.
And we seek some peace and quiet.
Out of my face, freak. For your breath sours my beer.
I'm gonna make them talk, but at the same time, their request isn't unreasonable, really. I've just sort of barged into the conversation, but whatever. I'm a Witcher.
Woman dressed in black and white. Seen her? Talk.
Folks say the lady rode through the village a few days back. Galloping so fast she knocked Radabor into a ditch.
Which way did she go?
Dunno. Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere.
Oi, people! The freak's taken Micah's mind!
Uh-huh. And I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up.
Good work not bringing attention to yourself, Geralt. Hex one and then threat the other. Obviously the best way to get what you want.
Once more, there are 4 factions. What a waste of time. The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
Aha, Gwent.
Got a minute?
Why not? Aldert Geert, Assistant Professor in Contemporary History at Oxenfurt Academy.
Geralt of Rivia. Witcher, with tenure.
You sassy bitch.
I'm looking for a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
Of course not. Unlike the populace, I know the horsewoman of war is pure poppycock.
I should really look into see whether or not that's an actual myth, or whether just Yennefer riding through town has created its own myth in the game, just from one occurrence. Seems weird.
Horsewoman of war. What's that about?
Folks say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the fields at night, looks as you described her. Armies follow her, and all who cross her path meet with misfortune.
I can vouch for the last bit.
I guess it's
Know where
her
you saw
going...
her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
I guess all the people who see her going past it, like, through the wall zone with that initial, cutscene where she kills a bunch of people. I guess it could spread.
Not a place I'd ever expect to find a scholar. Take it you're fleeing the war?
Quite the opposite. Chasing it. I'm headed for the front.
Tired of life?
I seek knowledge, which I value more than life itself. I've a thirst no dusty old tomes can quench. I wish to see the Nilfgaardian invasion with my own eyes, understand it, and record it all in my chronicle, my magnum opus.
Take my advice. Go back to your books while you can. War's no game. No faculty meetings to attend, no tenure to gain, endnotes to compile. First soldier you see'll kill you.
Why would he do that? Me? A neutral civilian? A scholar?
Boots.
Come again?
He'll kill you for your boots.
Yeah.
War reached Novigrad yet?
Nope, but it's only a matter of time. Nilfgaard on one bank, Redania on the other, drooling over the city like dogs over a juicy bone.
Many a ruler's choked on that bone.
True. We value our liberty in Novigrad, and we know how to fight for it.
The scholars especially.
The sword is not the only weapon. Do not forget, architects from our academy designed the city walls. Walls no war machine has ever crumbled.
Which is weird, because the walls of Novigrad aren't that huge. Like, they are huge for the... I was gonna say historical time, it's fantasy, but it's based on medieval Poland. It just seems like a good catapult could probably take them down, is all I'm
Gotta
saying.
go. So long.
A moment, Witcher. You strike me as a man of the world. Are you familiar with Gwent?
No, and I don't have
Yes,
time
you
to
do.
learn.
Gwent.
The rules are quite simple. Come, let's play.
Why not?
Splendid. Here's how it's done.
Everybody loves Gwent. I need to add one card, apparently. No decoys. Go in. Turn. Go with it. Oh my god. Yeah, hold. Get rid of poor fucking infantry. Even though it's a hilarious card. I was a war veteran. Spare me a crown. This should be. I don't have an extra lead card, do I? Nope. I do. Clear weather. I think that's probably. I mean, it's enough to beat him. He's not particularly difficult, but. He's Nilfgaard, which makes this immediately, I guess, useful. Although. Redanian foot soldier was useless as well. What did I trade for? Death Mold? It was a 6 I saw. One of those, I think. Alright. I got a siege expert. They're not gonna have Scorch at this point anyway, are they? Nah, not gonna have a Scorch. I should probably actually explain how this game works. It is, as he said, devilishly simple to play. Essentially, this here is your score in total, and you have a score for each row that you play cards on, and each row is affected separately. And essentially, you just need to have the highest score at the end of the round, and it's a best of 3 rounds. It's a fairly simple concept. Cards have certain things. This adds +1 to the units in this row, so if I have one of these cards, which is a siege unit, I put it here, it'll be a 7 rather than a 6. Fairly basic, and yet deep enough to be engaging. I love Gwent, and I'm incredibly glad they made a standalone game for it. Here's 6 cards, I have 7. I'll just crush him the first round. Probably the easiest way to do it. I'll kind of explain abilities as they come up. This guy here has Tight Bond, so if you have 2 of the same card, they will... It doesn't double the strength of both cards, strictly speaking. It adds them together. So if you have 3, it won't be 16. Each will be 12. So now I'm winning, he's passed, I can pass and I win. He now has to win this round if he wants to. He's fucking lost. This is a spy. Less powerful in the actual Gwent game that they've released, but in the actual mini game, powerful as hell, because you play it on their side and give them points, but it allows you to draw 2 cards. So as long as you draw cards higher than 5 value, you're essentially up from where you were. The end of this game, it essentially is a trade between play a spy, use a decoy to bring it back, which decoys allow you to bring a card on your hand back to your hand. So if he had decoy, you could decoy this back. But yeah, towards the end of the game, these entire rounds of Gwent essentially go to whoever has the most spies. I'm just gonna let him win this round. Because now he has 4 cards and I have 7. 8 technically. Because this card here is what's known as a medic? Medic? Yes. So if I play her, it allows me, this is my graveyard, these are all cards I've played, it allows me to pull a card back, review. Pull a card out of my graveyard. Excuse me for a second. There we go, I knew a sneeze was coming. So you see decoy, then replaces this card, put it back in my hand. Which for cards with special abilities, it now means I can trigger the special ability again. That's his leader ability, which is to play a torrential rain card from your deck and play this thing. Mine counters this, but I'm not going to do it just yet. I may as well continue playing. Because there's no real point to clearing it yet, I can clear it later. With my hero power, if that was unclear. See? There you go. another reason to do it later. You should only do your hero power once, and it clears all the weather in my case, which, put it bluntly, useful. Now, I could absolutely destroy him, but you know what, I will just absolutely destroy him. I was already winning. Now I'm super winning. It's just a tutorial one, so it's fairly easy.
You've a knack for this game.
No, you just suck.
If you ever find yourself in Oxenfurt and wish to play a true master, ask for Stepan. A simple innkeep by trade, but a true maestro when it comes to Gwent.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
I indeed will remember that, because it actually gives you quests to complete all of these. Aha! Miraculous Guide to Gwent. This was added in a DLC. Well, an update, not a DLC per se. But it's incredibly useful. The tome you hold in your hand, commissioned by the most gracious Duke de Berry, shall make use of a magic most arcane to display which Gwent cards are currently missing from your collection. You need but only open it and repeat in your mind, "How about a round of Gwent?" And the following shall appear. So I need, essentially this is saying how many more you need. So I need 47 more Velen cards, 47 more cards in Velen, 34 in Novigrad, 28 in Skellige, 1 in Vizima. Oh yeah, you play that person in Vizima, that's right. 1 in Kaer Morhen, which is, you can actually get this before Kaer Morhen, because it's Lambert you need to play to get it. And these are just random games with innkeepers. So you need to play essentially 47 games with random ass people. And Yennefer's letter. Dear friend. Woo! That's gonna hurt. Forgive me for not asking you about your health and how you have been these last years. Time is very short. I have important news. We must meet, and soon. Ride to Willoughby near Vizima, and don't spare the horse. While I do eagerly await your our reunion, sorry, I won't be able to wait eagerly or otherwise very long. Your dear friend Yennefer. P.S. I still have the unicorn. Your dear friend. It's just like, ooh. Ooh.
Looking for a woman.
Like everyone.
Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies. It'll lift your spirits.
Avoided the question. Didn't lie. Hasn't lied about anything yet.
Fine, I'll have a drink. Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
Once again, not directly answering the question.
Never mentioned her name.
Yet you described her perfectly. Once I hear something, I never forget. Can't help it.
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
And runs into a very patient Witcher.
It's a Geralt of Rivia himself. The Butcher of Blaviken.
Recognize me from Master Dandelion's ballads too?
To your health.
Once again, hasn't answered the question. He's avoiding all these questions.
What do you do? Who are you?
A mangy vagrant. Gaunter Odim, at your service.
Vagrant. That a profession now?
Once a merchant of mirrors. The madding crowd dubbed me Master Mirror, or the Man of Glass.
Interesting.
You seen Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this
Once again,
about love?
Straight up not answering my question.
Guessed it. It's love.
I knew it at once.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
An Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
at their camp. She rode in there, dark of night, black and white, gooseberries and... Yes, I know. Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
We men of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble and you'll be nearby to help.
That conversation gave me goosebumps. Should you play Gwent? Probably not.
Something else you'll be need.
Nilfgaardian rule to your liking?
What's there to like? 'Tis the same as any other. They tax us, requisition this or that. But they do keep the peace in the village, I'll grant them that.
You don't mourn Temeria's passing?
I mourned it round half a year back, when King Foltest was cut down. Now I just want peace.
Probably an all too common feeling, I
Got
would
anything
imagine.
interesting under the counter?
People in more
Depends what you're
areas.
after. Have a look.
Nothing.
Farewell.
Done drinking?
Mm-hmm.
Then fuck off.
Don't want your kind here.
Better round up someone else to help. 3 of you don't stand a chance against me.
What? I could fuck you up by myself.
If I had a bag over my head and my hands tied behind... Actually, no, not even then.
Chet, Lesh, back off. I'll teach this vagrant a lesson. Man on freak.
My controls didn't come in immediately though. That's what I'm blaming.
Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
This is bullshit. What happened to man to man? Or man to freak, as you put it.
Not good.
I actually do a significant amount of damage here. There we go.
I'll rip off your melon and...
Nice meeting you.
There we go. Unfortunately, it looks like we're at that time again, in which case, go back into your spot here, Rich. Don't have to say goodbye again. So with that, I will say goodbye, and see you in the next part. Hello, Merchant.
Got a lump of bread today.
See you in part 3.